Yo guys, One Piece chapter 1159 is out, so let's go over it, bro. This chapter is insane, bro. Like, Oda is finally showing us what happened in God Valley. Like, we are right here in the middle of God Valley right now, bro. Like, it's insane. We finally made it, bro. I'm so hyped, bro. I can't wait, bro, what happens next chapter. Anyway, guys, let's go over this chapter. The title of the chapter is The Island of Destiny. Oh, damn, bro, the Island of Destiny. In the cover story, we see that Yamato has returned to the flower capital after visiting Ringo and after seeing, Moria's grave. She's returning to flower capital with Ulti and Page 1. And, yeah, I think Oda is gonna cook again with this, cover story, as we know. Bro, just give him time with this. So I know it's going somewhere, this cover story. It's gonna be a bit long, but have some patience with this. Anyways, let's go. Let's go over the chapter, guys. The chapter starts off 39 years ago in Pirate Island. We see the rock spiders reacting to the news of Shaki getting kidnapped. We see that the Don Marlon has been killed and someone has kidnapped Shaki, and we see like Rocks and Whitebeard's reaction to it, and they're like everyone is in shock. Like, how did this happen? Like, Don Marlon was on guard last night, but someone still managed to to take Shaki away, and we then find out that it was actually Wang Ji, like, who was orchestrated the kidnapping of Shaki. Like, he took money from the world government, and we see Wang Ji like counting the money, and it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, he was the traitor in the Rock Spirits, like, who betrays Rocks. And we see everyone's reaction to like Shaki getting kidnapped. We see Gloriosa crying, and we see the other pirates in the pirate island, like, they're just devastated after hearing the news of Shaki's kidnapping. We see Roger reacting to the news, and Roger is like, damn you, Rocks, and how could you let this happen? I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, Roger is mad, bro. Roger like thought that Shaki would be safe under Rocks, but now he's mad. And we see like Rayleigh's reaction to the news, bro. Rayleigh must be regretting for not taking Shaki's offer, like, I'm pretty sure like he is mad, bro. Rayleigh is locked in to save her. As we know, everything turns out well between them, but it's great to see the like things before everything how it was before, and we see like Rayleigh reading the news, and the Shaki's news was such a big event in the One Piece world that people sank into deep despair and their smiles faded, and even the world's economic ground came to a halt for several weeks, bro. Not week, it's several weeks it came to a halt because of her disappearance. Like, no one knew what happened to her. Like, she just got kidnapped and everyone was in shock. Like, it impacted the world in so much that the economy even like came to a stop for several weeks. Anyways, we cut to 1 year later in God Valley, West Blue, and we see Garling like has returned to God Valley, and like Garling meets with a red-haired woman. The red-haired woman is like very happy to see Garling, and she says that she introduces Shanks and Shamrock to Garling and says that those are his children. And Garling says, twins, huh? How precious. Yeah, so Garling like it's confirmed that Garling is actually the father of Shanks and Shamrock, and Garling is like he's actually reacting well to the news of he's seeing his twins, and the red-haired woman, Shanks' mom, says that they're your kids. Why don't you stay here with me on this island? And Garling, bro, this man Garling, he's pure evil. The thing he does next, bro, it's insane, bro. He is like, he's like pure evil, bro. Like, at this point, Garling like says that, well, if we were to share a home, it certainly wouldn't be here. This island will be erased. And we see the red-haired woman like surprised, like she's in shock, like, what is Garling saying? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Like, just imagine like when like Garling, she's so happy to see someone, and Garling like straight up says it to her face that this island will be erased. And he goes on to say, Garling, that besides, I've already secured a worthy bride for myself and placed the order. She will be mine provided I triumph in the upcoming tourney. Oh my god, this man Garling, bro. Yeah. So again, we continue to the next panel and we see that Garling like stabbing the red-haired woman, and in front of Shanks and Shamrock. Yeah, Garling literally killed Shanks and Shamrock's mother in front of them when they were just like 1 year old, bro. Like, it's crazy, this scene. This is so dark, man. This is so twisted, bro. Like, and the reason he killed Shanks' mom is just because he had already like he had an eye on Shaki, and he wanted to make Shaki his wife, bro. This man Garling, bro. Like, I hope someone ends him soon, bro. Like, Oda is cooking up a real villain right here, bro. Like, Garling like literally like killed the mother of his child, bro. It's crazy, man. and we see the Garling then calling with from the Denden Mushi and telling everyone to like begin the preparations. And we see the Navy soldiers like swarming the island from all around, and we see them invading the island. And the people of God Valley are in shock that what's going on, like what's the commotion, like why are the Navy here, like is there a criminal here that the Navy is searching for? Then we see the Navy using tranquilizers to like subdue the people of God Valley and capture them. And then we see a young Marine asking the lieutenant like what's the purpose of this mission, like why are they like harming the civilians? And the lieutenant shuts him down and tells him that you're 10 years younger to asking this sort of question, like just follow the orders and this is part of a training. This is crazy, bro. Like the Marines are like, that's their excuse, bro. Like it's part of a training and it's part of a propaganda they're like throwing out, you know, like he just says part of the training and they should just follow the order. But the young Marine like still like questions like but the lieutenant like shuts him down and tells him to just follow the order. And yeah, like it's crazy. Like do we see the people of God Valley how frightened they are, like everyone is in like shock and terrified, and it's crazy. And we see that the young Marine is in fact Monkey D. Dragon, the future Revolutionary Army leader and father of Luffy. Yeah, man, this is Dragon, bro. We are finally getting Dragon here. Dragon was in God Valley. Oda finally confirmed it. It's insane, bro. This is so hype, bro. Oh my god, bro. Crazy, man. We see Dragon like he doesn't want to shoot the civilians, but he's like forced to, you know, like he's very deeply conflicted. You can see that, like this is the moment where Dragon switched up. You can tell, like this was the moment the birth of the revolution, like it's the revolution like started to build up in him, you know. After this, like I think this was probably like Dragon's first day at the Navy, and he was having to do this sort of thing, like, and you can clearly see like he was not happy with doing this. And the Dragon says that if you let me detain you, I won't shoot. Like he is really hesitant to even use a tranquilizer to them. We then also see that the Navy is using hypnosis gas, the sleeping gas, on God Valley to like capture them. As we know, they're doing this, you know, to use tranquilizers and capturing the people of God Valley to make them a part of the game. You know, it's so twisted, bro. Like they don't want to. They're not trying to kill them right here. Like they're just capturing them for the Celestial Dragons hunt, native hunting game, but where they will eventually be killed, bro. This is so crazy, man. You can tell that, bro. Dragon, like he was pissed off. Like I'm pretty sure like Dragon left the Navy pretty shortly after this, and it's so great to see Monkey D. Dragon in God Valley. Like for years people have been theorizing whether Dragon was at God Valley or not. Here he is, bro. And yeah, man, he is 17 years old right here, man. So Dragon 17-year-old was in God Valley, and and his son Luffy at 17-year-old was at Marineford, bro. It's insane, the parallels between father and son. And bro, Dragon looks very similar to Luffy in Gear 4, you know? Gear 4 Snake Man, bro. You get the eyes, the darkened eyes, you know? And the eyebrows, bro. It's very similar to Gear 4 Luffy, bro. It's insane to see the parallels between father and son. Bro, like I'm super hyped to see this panel, bro. We then cut away to Navy ships that was transporting slaves to God Valley. And we see in the communication room, we see like Genie like leaking the news about God Valley to the outside world. And we know that this news, Genie actually like leaked this news to Morgans. We find out later in the chapter what happens with Morgans. Anyways, we see that on the Navy ship, we see in the Navy slave ship, we see the Genie, Kuma, and Ivankov, and we see other slaves being transported to God Valley, bro. This is so like sad to see, bro. How can the Navy do this, bro? Like I don't understand, bro. Like this is the world government and the Navy, bro. They're pure evil, bro. There is no, you know, buts or in betweens about that, whether they're evil or not, bro. Like they are the main problem in the One Piece world. It's pretty sure. Like, and we see Ivankov and Genie like trying to rally up the slaves and like trying to telling them not to give up and like to fight back, and miracles don't come by so easily. And we see like Kuma reacting from the other like room, and he's like Kuma like later meets Genie and Ivankov later on the island in God Valley. But here we see like Kuma. Oh bro, man, we just got off the Kuma flashback and we are seeing this, bro. It's crazy, man. Like we see Kuma saying that what is all the commotion? Like, are there the slaves are still in high spirit? Like, it's great. It's really sad to see, bro. Kuma at this point has lost his father and mom, bro. Like, he's at the lowest point in his life, you know. Bro, this is crazy, bro. What I'm seeing, bro. Like, the God Valley incident, bro. Oh my God. Anyways, we cut away to Cyberpol Intelligence Bureau, and we see like young Morgans, bro. I think Morgans was 15 years old at this point. Bro, this was crazy, bro. At 15 years old, Morgans was already a president of the World Economic Journal, bro. It's insane. How long has this man been in charge of the World Economic Journal, man? And we see he's already he's still in his own hybrid form, you know. We know Morgans is a devil fruit, but we have never actually seen his like human form, you know. Bro, like what? Who is this guy, man? I'm pretty sure like we have met him somewhere, but and when it gets revealed, like we'll be all be in shock, like who this guy is. I'm always like cooking with Morgan somewhere, bro. I'm pretty sure about this, bro. And we see like Morgan is like trying to leak the information about Godwell to the outside world, and Morgan is like threatening the Cyberpol that he will Cyberpol Zero that he will leak the news about Godwell to the outside world if they don't pay him. Like he is telling the Cyberpol to pay him to shut him down, and the Cyberpol is like, we will erase you. Why are you like? Who is this guy? Like, why? How does he get news like this, bro? The Cyberpol is in shock, bro. Like, Morgan's a crazy connection, bro. I think Ginny was the one who like leaked the news to Morgan, and Morgan like later like leaked the news to Pirate Island and the rest of the world. You know, I think that's how it is. And we see that Morgan's like talking to himself and says that he's gonna leak the news either way. So yeah, man, Morgan's was a businessman from the beginning, bro. Like he was going to take the money, and he was eventually gonna leak the news to the world. You know, it's crazy, bro. To create more chaos and like eventually get more news. You know, bro, this man Morgan's, bro, he's insane, bro. Anyways, we cut away to the Pirate Island, and where we see everyone reacting to the news. As we know, the newspaper like made it to Pirate Island after Morgan's leaked it, and we see everyone's happy after learning that Shaki is alive, and they find out that she has been held captive in God Valley, and she's like one of the prizes in the Celestial Dragons tournament, and everyone is like in shock, like what is going on here? And we see Whitebeard like reacting to the news, and Whitebeard is surprised that he used to think the Celestial Dragons Human Hunt tournament was only a baseless rumor, but he now finds out that it's actually so real. And we see Big Mom and Kaido like they don't care about Shaki, bro. Like they're like wondering like what devil fruits they're gonna take in the God Valley, and Kaido and Big Mom asks Kaido if he wants one, and we see like Kaido like it's crazy, bro. Kaido got a devil fruit from God Valley, as we know, and we see Kaido reacting to the news that what do these ones do, man? Kaido, young Kaido, bro. He doesn't know, so it's insane, bro. And Big Mom is like thinking to herself, and she's wondering like which fruits would be perfect for her kids. Yeah, man. One of those fruits were, I think, one of the fruits Big Mom found in God Valley. Like she gave it to her kids, and we see like Strucin like is suspecting if this is some sort of trap to like lure the Rock Spires into God Valley, you know. And Rox is like shuts him up and says that he declares that they're going to God Valley to save Shaki, like, and that's their mission, bro. That's their priority right now. And we see the Roger Pirates reacting to the news, and Roger like asks Gabon where is God Valley. As we know, Gabon is the navigator of the Roger Pirates, and Gabon says it's pretty far, but we should make it in time. So yeah, at this point, I think Roger they already made it to Lodestar Island, the last island on the Grand Line, and yeah, man. It's so great to see these timings, you know, the timelines and parallels, and so many things are happening here, but it's hard to like, you know, like go into so much detail into it, bro. Like Oda has built such a great world with this, man. Anyways, we see the Roger Pirates getting fired up to save Shaki, and we see really like really hyped to save Shaki, and like he at this point is locked in to save Shaki. Like he like, I'm pretty sure he said to himself that, nah, enough is enough. I'm locking Shaki right now, bro. I'm so hyped to see what Rayleigh. I think Rayleigh is the one who saved Shaki and God Valley, bro. Like I'm just gonna say it, bro. I think so, man. It's so hype, bro. Like we see like Roger Pirates going like Roger declaring that they would have to go to God Valley before Rox, and because Rox has already made his move, they better get to God Valley and save Shaki before the Rox Pirates. And we see Garp reacting to the news that Roger is on the move and he will also go to God Valley. And the narrator says that all the this led to the mobilization of all the toughest men on the seas. So yeah, we see everyone like going towards God Valley with the Rock Spires, Roger Pires, and the Navy and Garp. Bro, the next chapter is gonna be fire, bro. Like, it's insane. Anyways, we see the Rock Spires getting intercepted by a giant ship on their way to God Valley, and it's King Harold. And we see like King Harold is like still following the world government's like order, and we even see a government surveillance ship like behind the King Harold's giant ship, and they're like watching the situation between King Harold and Rox, and King Harold is like trying to stop Rox from going to God Valley and like getting the good side of the government so that Elbaf can be accepted into the world government. And it's insane, bro. King Harold warns Rox that if they try to like go any further, like King Harold will sink their ship. And Rox is like still saying, bro. We see a crazy panel of Rox, and behind him is Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard, and it's insane to see the aura of the Rock Spires. And Rox says that, are you trying to underestimate us? Like, how are you still content with letting the government sit back and like watch us tear us apart? Like, Rox is telling Harold that the government would be happy to see both of them take out each other here, and why is King Harold still following the government? And Rox like offers King Harold to like talk it out, and just the two of them. Rox and Harold then like talk with each other on King Harold's ship, and we see that Rox wants to tell King Harold something that he didn't even tell his own crew. And we see the other Rock Spires, like we see Shiki, like Shiki is saying that bastard is stalling, bro. Like Shiki wants to go to God Valley, bro. We can see the similarity between Shiki and Sanji, bro. Shiki says that I bet even now my Shaq is calling for help, bro. Yeah, Shiki is like really like he was in it for saving Shaki. Like, it's insane. Like, anyways, we see the conversation between King Harold and Roxy Zebek, and this thing really reminds me of the thing between Roger and Whitebeard when they were having a sake before Roger's death, and when Roger told his name and about what the One Piece is, that talk, this is very similar to that panel, bro. And Rox reveals a shocking thing. Rox actually reveals that his name is actually Davy D. Zebek, and he is part of the Davy clan, and his ancestor was Davy D. Jones, and the Davy clan is still resides and the world government has tried to like erase this clan for years, but it's still like barely scraping by in the underworld, bro. It's insane. So yeah, Rox's real name is Davy D. Zebek. And yeah, as we speculated before, like many people thought that Davy was the meaning of D, like the D is the full name of Davy, but now like it's revealed that it's actually Davy D. Jones, as we previously thought it was Davy Jones only, but it's actually Davy D. Jones. So yeah, man, that theory is in the mud, and we see that Rox even like continues with his like conversation. Rox says that 2 years ago he had a kid and he sent them to his homeland where the Davy clan is, and he sent his wife and his son to his homeland where their clan is to keep them safe, and Zebek reveals another shocking thing here, and he says that homeland is actually God Valley. And bro, like, it's insane. Like, King Harold is in shock. Like, King Harold was in shock. Like, why are you telling about your weakness to me? And Zebek tells him that he sent his wife and kid to God Valley, and King Harold is like asking Zebek if the government did this to try to lure Rox in and to kill him, But Zebek says that Celestial Dragons wouldn't want to, him to crash their party, and they just like made a mistake. It's a weird coincidence that it happened. But Rox goes on to say that it feels like destiny is pulling me in, like it's dragging me back. Like, he says that taking Shaki was their biggest mistake, but he also goes on to say, as long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I will be at peace with whatever happens next. But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore, Harold. Lend me a hand. Bro, like, this is so heartbreaking to see, bro. You can tell, bro, like, Rox knew that something was off, and he would be happy as long as he could save his kid and wife. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Yeah, man, Blackbeard and his mom and Rox's wife, they were at God Valley, bro. It's crazy, bro. Even everyone is at God Valley at this point except Sengoku, man. Like, he was the one who was telling us about the rumor, like what actually happened. No one knows. Like, I'm starting to suspect Garp and Roger actually teamed up to take down Zebek, because as it looks like Zebek even didn't tell his own crew like he was going to God Valley to save Shaki, to save his family. Like Shaki, I'm pretty sure he also wanted to save Shaki, but Zebek's main priority in God Valley was to save his own family, his wife and son, bro. Like, insane thing, bro. This man, Rock Zebek, is easily turning into one of the best One Piece characters of all time, and I think it's only been like 6 chapters that we got introduced to him, bro. It's insane, bro. This man's the goat Roxy Zebek, bro. Like, and we see like King Hurl like still like refusing to help like Zebek, and he says that no way, I'm gonna sink you right here, and Zebek tells him to bring it on. We then cut away to a scene where like Zebek like already like managed to escape from King Harold, and I think King Harold like he let Roxy Zebek pass because as a friend, I think their friendship is still very like strong at this point, and like King Harold let Rox pass, and like King Harold tells his crew member not to interfere, and he lets Zebek go to God Valley to save his family. It's great to see their friendship winning in the end, but I think King Harold, I think his role is not done here yet. I think he's gonna play another role in God Valley. Like, I think he will go to God Valley, bro. I think that this is not done here. Like King Harold and Roxy Zebek, bro. Like, now I feel like bad for Roxy Zebek, bro. Did Roger and Garp like team up to beat Zebek and to stop him saving his family, bro? Like, Roger and Garp fans are in the mud, bro. The Roger stocks are going plummeting, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, was Roger and Garp like saving Celestial Dragon and stopping Zebek from saving his family, bro? Like, I don't know, man. Like, and Roger went to God Valley to save Shaki, where Zebek went to God Valley with the main priority of saving his family, bro. Like, look at the parallels, man. I know who my real Pirate King is, bro. Zebek is my Pirate King, bro. Like, it's insane, bro, to see this. Anyways, we cut away to the narrator taking over, and we see saying that narrator says the Celestial Dragons chose an unaffiliated nation rich in resources every 3 years and turned it into a hunting ground where they slaughter all the natives for sport. And we see the people of God Valley in a panel where they're saying to help them. Like, this is so heartbreaking to see the people of God Valley, like innocent civilians, like Celestial Dragons, bro. They were killing innocent civilians for fun, man. And we see that the presenter, the Celestial Dragon presenter in the God Valley, the announcer, he says he's introducing all the prizes in the God Valley tournament, and we actually see that I think over the retcon here, and we see like 9 Devil Fruit prizes on the behind the announcer in the stage, and before we saw 6, but now I think it's actually 9. Yeah, so there were 9 Devil Fruit prizes for the God Valley tournament, and the announcer introduces the biggest prize of the tournament, the main prize, and it's Shaki, bro. Yeah, Shaki was the main prize of God Valley, and we just see all the Celestial Dragons fawning for her. Like, some of them want to make her slave, and some of them want to make her wife. And we see Summers, Garling, and we see the Manmeyer family, and we also see Gunko was there, bro. It's crazy, man. So yeah, man, holy damn, bro. Like, even Gunko was at God Valley, and she's like still looking the same as she is looking right now in the story, 38 years later. Bro, now a big question arises. Did Gunko come to did Imu take over Gunko and come to God Valley, What do you guys think about this, bro? Like, I feel like Imu came to God Valley, and Imu was the one who killed Zebek in the end, let's see what happens. We see even Summers were here. I think this is where Summers and Coppergabon had their fight, That's why we in Elbaf in the present time we saw Summers was in shock when he saw Coppergabon. And bro, the Celestial Dragons, bro, they need to go, man. We then cut away to another scene in God Valley. We're in a house where we see the young dragon has found a woman who's bleeding, followed a trail and found a woman that who's bleeding, and the woman says, "Please help me. My kids, you have to get them off the island. Don't let him take them, bro." Oh my god, bro. If I think this implies that this woman is Shanks's mom, because she says, "My children, bro, my kids," with the plural, and says, "Don't let him take them." I think she is referring to Garling, and this woman is like Shanks's mom, the red-haired woman. We still didn't see her face in the chapter, so yeah, man. I think like she's not that much important, but what if this woman is also part of the Davy clan, bro? Like, oh my god, man. Does it mean that Shanks is half like Celestial Dragon, half Figureland family? Bro, that would be crazy, bro. That would make so much sense that he's called a child of destiny, having both the blood of Celestial Dragon and the will of D, bro. That's why maybe Shanks is called a child of destiny. And we didn't see that panel of like young Teach or young Blackbeard with his mom. Bro, man, this is so like heartbreaking to see Blackbeard, bro. Like, Blackbeard was also like in the same situation as Kuma, but not everyone can be like Kuma, like it's sad to see like Blackbeard suffering the fate of, bro, this is insane, bro, when you think about how Shanks and Blackbeard were actually in God Valley, and both of them were children, bro. Like, you can see the parallels between Shanks and Blackbeard. Like, Oda's cooking something huge with both of them, bro. Like, this is insane, bro. Like, so much happening in this chapter, it's hard to like comprehend into words, like I'm in awe, man. Like, I mean, what if Dragon saved both like Shanks and Blackbeard here, man? That would be crazy, bro. This man Dragon, he is the real hero of God Valley. Forget about Garp Roger, man. Zebek and Dragon are the real heroes of God Valley. I'm pretty sure like Dragon, like maybe Dragon like they took one of the devil fruits from the treasure chest, and he put Shanks into the empty chest, and that chest was later found by the Roger Pirates after God Valley, and that's how like they found Shanks, What if like this is crazy, bro? Like, so much layer to it, man. Like, we then like end the chapter with the announcer, the Celestial Dragon stage announcer, saying that every world noble knows this. The tournament features several super rabbits to hunt. This year, we have not only secured a brat from the Buccaneer tribe, but for the first time in 800 years, we have also uncovered the members of the Davy clan. Oh man, the chapter ends right there. So yeah, man, the great discovery that Garling made last chapter, like 40 years ago, 2 years before this incident, was actually the members of the Davy clan. Oh my god. So, the Davy clan was actually living in God Valley for all these years. And yeah, what if like Shanks' mom is also from the Davy clan? But that would be crazy, bro. Oh my god, man, this chapter was insane. So yeah, man, the stage is set. Like, Oda is finally gonna show us what happened in God Valley. Like, I think like the next chapter is gonna be even crazier than this, bro. I cannot like put into words what's gonna happen, bro. Like, I think next chapter we will see all the fighting scenes, bro. Like, we will see like I hope that really beats Garling, bro. Like, maybe Garling also fights with Whitebeard, and this is how Whitebeard got his scar, Man, I'm super hyped, bro. Like, this is so hype, man. Like, I can't, bro. I'm speechless, bro. This chapter was one of the best One Piece chapters of all time, bro. The setup is here, and yeah, man. There is no break next week, man. That's the best part, bro. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.